Good morning everybody, and a very warm welcome to Solent Model Railway. And you're currently joining me in my little car, and we're going to be making our way over to Southampton this morning to help out at an exhibition. And I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an insight of what it's like to help out at an exhibition. It's a bit of a cold, brisk, sort of bright morning in Solent Model Railway, and it should take us about approximately 41 minutes or so to get to Southampton. And I'm going to be using the old sat nav to get me to Southampton. It shouldn't take too long. Like I said, it should take about 41 minutes, all being well, and it being a Sunday morning, hopefully traffic should be relatively light. So I'm just sort of putting in the old code, and it's telling me that we're on low battery, so that's good. Yeah, so we're going to be going to Southampton. We're going to spend some time in Southampton helping out, just to give you guys a rough idea in case any of you are ever interested in what it's like to do an exhibition or help out an exhibition or anything. So join me later on when we get to Southampton, and I'll show you what we're going to be up to. So see you later. So hello everyone, and this is welcome back. We're in Southampton, and we just arrived, so it's taken us about 40 minutes to get to here from Solent Model Railway. My day started out at about 8 o'clock. I left just a little after 9. It's now just about 10 to 9. It doesn't really open till 10 o'clock, so I just thought I'd have a little quick chat with you just before I go in. We're at a place called Plymouth Barracks in Southampton. I do know a little of Southampton, but not a huge amount, to be truthful. But this is where I'm going to be most of today, and hopefully we'll be helping out on Richard's layout, and we'll see how that goes. And hopefully I'll be able to take some footage to show you guys and sort of see and just give you a feel of what it's about. It's been a nice drive on the motorway actually. So it's been a nice quiet Sunday morning, which is quite nice. Hopefully the return journey will be just as quiet and peaceful and uneventful. So I will catch up with you shortly.
Yeah, we'll get up late.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the exhibition, and I'm just going to be showing you what layout I've been helping on and what it involves. And there's lots of people here and it's a very nice exhibition. I'm just going to turn you around and we're going to show you the actual layout that I've been helping with. So this is Sandy Lane. This is the layout today that I've been helping with. As you can see, it's mainly steamers with some diesel hydraulics and all sorts. So, from my point of view, it's not what I normally run. So I normally run reasons on my layout, as most of you know. But like I said in my previous video, it isn't about really about the locos or the layout really as such. It's just taking part and just having some fun. And I've been helping out with this layout this morning, and it's been absolutely brilliant. I've loved it, with the help of Mark and Richard. So this is it. It's just been really, really fun. Just enjoying, just helping along and learning and playing in the confines of the exhibition hall. Oh, yeah. What, towards me or towards you? Is it going? So this is kind of, just so you get a feel of it, this is where the locos are all stored in these boxes to protect them all. So you cart all this along. So this is all the stock in the cases and then in the foam to protect all the locos. And this is the control panel, which was originally a DCC and it's now been converted back to DC. And all of these switches are all the isolating points for the layout. And it's all controlled by just analog control. Excuse me. But it's just been great fun. I've enjoyed it. Take you around the front. So the turntable ends here. And then we have the diesel shed here. And then that's the steam end at that end. And the length is about 10 feet from what I gather, which is 2 feet shorter than what I'm planning, so it's good to see what the space I have at home.
I know what you mean. I know.
And it's good the fact that I've just enjoyed running a range of steam and diesel locomotives. It's just been great fun. So this is the steam end. It's just been great fun today. So Richard and Mark have both shown me how to operate it. So I've learnt quite a lot. And I've been interacting with the public as well here. I've met a number of people here that I already know. And I've also had people coming up to me asking whether I'm Susanna. So I follow your channel on YouTube. So it's been really, really cool. I've never really expected that. It's literally parked in my car and somebody recognised me straight away. But you, Susanna, I've been following the layout for ages. It's like, oh my God, thank you. So it's been really good. And people are just wishing me well here and hoping that I'll get my layout up and running soon, so that's good. So it's been a really, really good day out. And I'm just going to carry on helping out for now. And like I said, it's been a real good experience, and I'll chat to you later on. So bye for now. Hello everyone, and welcome back. I've just got home from Southampton, and I have to say, I had an absolutely fantastic time. It really was great. I really enjoyed myself. And basically I was instantly recognised, and I felt like a bit of a minor celebrity actually. I literally parked the car and somebody came up to me straight away and said, "Are you Susanna?" And I'm like, "What?" And they said, "Are you Susanna from Beringer?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they said, "Oh, I follow you on YouTube." And I'm like, "Oh my God," you know. It's like, wow, it's like, I didn't expect that. So that was really, really good. That kind of made me feel really good. They said, "Oh, I follow you so much," and it's like, I've been really watching all your videos and all this kind of thing. And I had a couple of other people say the same. They've come up to approach the layout that I was helping out at, and Sandy Lane that is, and said the same. They said, "Are you Beringer? You know, are you Susanna from Beringer?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And you end up in this kind of whole discussion about all sorts of stuff, about controllers and layouts and types of layouts and gauges and all sorts. And it was just so much fun. Not just to be recognised and all the rest of it, because I mean, I'm not in this for that. It's quite nice that people just sort of feel like you're approachable enough that they can come and talk to you and things like that. And I just loved the interaction, and I did say this in my previous video, it's one of the big draws for me for doing the exhibition layouts, because it's I enjoy the interaction with other people, and so it turned out. I mean, the layout itself, like you saw in the previous clip, is actually it's actually running steamers, diesels, hydraulics and diesels, but it was mainly running steamers. But to be honest with you, I really didn't care. I was just like, this is really fun, you know. I'm glad being here and just chatting to the people I was with, and you know, having a bit of a tutorial on how the layout works. So it's a sort of quick guide to, this is how the layout runs, this switch does this, that switch does that, this is how you go about using it, that's the controller, and away you go, kind of thing. And it was just so much fun. And I just enjoyed helping out and just chatting, and it's like, well, what do you want me to do now? Well, if you bring this one over here and drop that one there, and it was just it was really enjoyable. I really had a great time, and I highly recommend it. And some people do say it is addictive, and it is. It's been a long day, and my feet are killing me because I've been standing up pretty much the whole day. And the drive back was pretty good too. It was a bit heavier on the way back, but it was just as good. So overall, it was just brilliant. I really had a great time. I just thought, I mean, it was a small show. It was like one sort of large gym sort of area, but everything was sort of contained within that area. But the thing was, there was a number of people I knew down there. I mean, I've been doing the Southern exhibitions for a little while now, in terms of attending as well as helping from time to time. And so you kind of get to know the traders and the people that tend to go. And so you end up sort of going, talking to people and knowing people, even though you go on your own. I went on my own, and I knew some of the traders. I knew some of the people exhibiting. And so it just made for a really, really fun day. Like I said, it was a long day, but it was good. And hopefully this kind of video kind of gives you a sort of rough idea. I mean, it's not exact, because ultimately, if it was my own layout, it would be harder work in terms of, obviously I'd have to dismantle my layout and obviously put my layout up, and I'd have to load the layout and dismantle it. And these are all things that, you know, if you do decide to do exhibition layouts and things like that, all this sort of stuff you have to bear in mind, and how you're going to get it there. You know, what is your car big enough to sort of take it, and all the rest of it, and not damage anything that's on the layout. So these are all things you have to consider. But at least for me, for today, it was kind of more about the interaction, and to see if really that was really what I wanted to do and go down that road of doing the exhibition stuff. So it was a massive yes for me, to be honest, because unless you've kind of, I don't want to sound patronising or anything like that, but unless you've kind of done it, you don't really quite understand, or, you know, it's one thing running a layout at home, and you can have fun running the layout at home, and I have done. But even when I was running Behringer at home, I always felt like it'd be nice if you could appreciate it with somebody or whatever. And occasionally I had a couple of friends that would turn up and help me run the layout, and we'd have a bit of fun. And those are the times I really enjoyed more, because you kind of bounced off each other and kind of went, you know, what do you want me to do now? Should we move that over there? Let's shunt that over there and move that over here and pull that 50 over here, or whatever, you know. And it was much more fun, and the day just disappears, you know. So yeah, it's a different kind of experience running a layout at home to running it at an exhibition. And like I said, I really loved just the interaction of talking to people, and people coming up to you and they're asking you, you know, how did you build this, or what sort of loco is that, and you get into conversations about all sorts of stuff. And, you know, they're learning from you, but you're also learning from them. I mean, I was talking to Mick, who instantly recognised me, and my apologies, I'm still spluttering a little bit. And he was talking to me about his layout and what he's doing with his, and he doesn't actually have a YouTube account. He was just saying he's just following me, but he's just finding my videos quite inspirational, which is really fantastic to hear from my point of view, because that's the whole point of me doing these videos, is for people to sort of learn from me as well as me learning from others. It's not about popularity, it's not about making money from advertising or anything like that. To me, this is just purely about the hobby, and that's what it is, because ultimately I've had loads of issues with my own layout at Behringer before, which I didn't know the answers to, and you guys out there have helped me to overcome my issues. And so therefore I put up these videos for the exact same reason, that, you know, maybe something that I say might go towards helping somebody else with their layout and help them move their layout forward. And it was just absolutely brilliant. I loved it. So I definitely want to go down the exhibition road. And the other thing to bear in mind is the size of the layout. So I wanted it to be 12 feet by 2 feet, and I think that's the way I want to go. It might be longer in terms of, it might be another board, but I'll probably make the option that one of the end boards is able to be extended. So if I did want to fit in another board, I could just fit it in without having to mishmash the layout. So I'll probably leave an open-ended board or something like that, just in case, kind of thing. So, and then after, you obviously got to work out how to dismantle it and all the rest of it. So you want to know how much work you want to put into dismantling it and putting it up. So obviously all these things come bearing in mind and stuff. But it was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. and it was an absolutely fantastic day out. So I'm glad I did it. Thanks to Mark and Richard over at the Solent Model Railway Group for helping me. Well, it's with Richard's layout. His son was there helping him, but it's Richard's layout, and it was really great to run the layout. And I hope you enjoyed the clip. And also, the size of that particular layout was 10 feet by, I think it was 2. So it gave me a good idea of as to what I could possibly get in terms of a track plan. So we'll see. But anyway, that will conclude this video, and I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will speak to you all very soon. So bye for now. Bye.